everyone, in this presentation I will be discussing about food contamination. First, what is food contamination? Food contamination occurs when harmful substances enter food and make it unsafe to eat. This contamination may include microorganisms such as bacteria and virus, harmful chemical, or even foreign objects that accidentally get into food. Food contamination can happen at different stages of the food supply chain. It may occur during food production, processing, transportation, storage, preparation, or serving. When food becomes contaminated, it can lead to foodborne illness and food poisoning, which may affect a person's health and well-being. Understanding food contamination is important because it helps us recognize the risks associated with unsafe food and the importance of proper food handling practice. Now, let's discuss why is food contamination important. Food contamination can make people sick and negatively affect their health. Consuming contaminated food may result in food poisoning and other illness that can cause discomfort and serious health complications. In more severe cases, foodborne illness may require hospital treatment and medical attention to prevent further complications. It is also important to remember that anyone can be affected by contaminated food, regardless of their age, lifestyle, or background. The good news is that food contamination can often be prevented through proper hygiene practice and safe food handling throughout the food preparation process. By increasing awareness and following food safety guidelines, we can help protect ourselves and others from foodborne diseases.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Kimilia binti Muhammad Nasi. Next, I will explain the types of food contamination. There are 4 main types of food contamination. First, biological contamination. This happens when food is contaminated by harmful microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, or parasites. For example, Salmonella and E. coli can cause food poisoning. Second, chemical contamination. This occurs when chemicals such as pesticides, cleaning agents, or food additives accidentally enter the food and make it unsafe to eat. Third, physical contamination. This happens when foreign objects get into food, such as hair, glass, metal fragments, plastic, or dirt during food preparation and handling. The last one is allergenic contamination. This occurs when allergens such as peanuts, milks, eggs, seafood, or nuts are unintentionally mixed with food. This can cause serious allergenic reaction in sensitive individuals, so it is important to understand the 4 types of contamination is important to ensure food safety and protect the consumer health. So, for this slide, I will explain when food contamination happens. Food contamination can occur at any stage of the food supply chain from farm to the table. First, during production, contamination may happen when food is grown, raised, or harvested due to polluted water, soil, or poor hygienic practices. Second, during processing, food can become contaminated while it is being cleaned, prepared, or transferred into the products. Next, contamination may occur during packaging and transportation if food is exposed to unsafe conditions or handled improperly. Food can also be contaminated during storage if it is kept at the wrong temperature or mixed with contaminated items. Finally, during preparation and serving, poor personal hygiene, unclean equipment, or cross-contamination can make food unsafe to eat. Therefore, it is important to maintain proper food safety practices at every stage to prevent contamination and protect the consumer health. So for this slide, I will explain about the causes of the food contamination. There are 4 main ways this happens. So for the first one is cross-contamination. This is when germs spread from one another to one another, like using the same cutting board for raw meat than vegetables without washing it. So for the second one is low quality of the ingredients. Sometimes the ingredients themselves might already have harmful things in them, or they can spoil more easily. For the third one is the poor hygiene poor food hygiene, this is all about the cleanliness. If people handling food don't wash their hands properly or keep things clean, germs can get into the food. So for the last one is the improper storage. Storing food at the wrong temperature, like leaving it out for too long, can allow bacteria to grow quickly and make the food unsafe.
Hi, my name is Zahida and I want to talk about the solution of food contamination control measure. We have 5 steps, which is first the personal hygiene, second the safe food handling, and third cleaning and sanitation, and the fourth pest control, and then lastly HACCP. The first one is personal hygiene. Good personal hygiene can prevent the contamination, protect health, and ensure the safe food. Okay, we have several steps to practice the good personal hygiene. First, wash hand properly, which is the worker apply the soap and use the hand washing step organized by KKM. Second, wear clean practice clothes like apron, mask and the glove. Next, we continue to the safe food handling. Practice use during the preparation, cooking, storage and the serving of food to prevent contamination and avoid the foodborne illness. The worker must separate the food by the categories. For the example, do not let raw food such as the raw meat come into contact with the cooked food to avoid the contamination. Third, pest control. Effective pest control can protect the food, prevent the contamination and ensure the compliance. We have 4 methods to prevent the food contamination. The first one is proper waste disposal. Second is seal entry point, and the third maintain cleanliness, and the lastly routine inspection. And as we know, the common ever present pet, we have the rat, cockroach and the flies. And next, cleaning and sanitation. Cleaning and sanitation are two distinct but complementary processes used to manage the hygiene and safety. Okay, which is cleaning the physically, remove the dirty, grease and the debris from a surface, and while the sanitation follow to destroy the germs and bacteria, and also making the area safe for the public. And we know there are some area we need to focus on, like equipment, storage area and floor, and the most importantly is cutting board, and the lastly food contact contamination. The last step to prevent the food contamination is HACCP. HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. It's an internationally recognized systematic and preventive approach to the food safety management. The primary goal is to identify, evaluate, and control biological, chemical, physical, and allergenic hazard through the food production process to prevent the foodborne illness. HACCP also focus on monitoring in step the food production process. HACCP having the 7 principles. Okay, we can look at pictures. The first one, conduct a hazard analysis. Second, determine critical control point. Next, establish critical limit. Next, establish monitoring procedure. 5, establish corrective action. 6, verification products, and lastly, document products. Okay, for the example, we can see the HACCP logo near the food packaging. At the pictures I took here, we can look in the circle round.